Okay, so welcome everybody. My name's Rachel and I'm going to be bringing you a 30-minute yin yoga class for stress relief. So we're just going to wait a couple of minutes for everyone to join us. Just make sure that you've got something soft to rest on. So I've got my yoga mat. You might want to grab a mat if you have one, or just on the carpet if you've got a nice plush carpet, or a towel or a blanket. And make sure you've got a bunch of pillows, cushions, whatever you've got that's soft so you can rest on. And I'm not going to play music during this class, so if you have another device and you want to put on some nice, gentle, calming, relaxing music on Spotify, then please do so. You can find me on Spotify, Rachel Fearnley, and I have a bunch of really beautiful playlists specifically for yin yoga. So let's just get going. Let's figure out what we're doing. So go and grab what you need and we'll get going in a couple of minutes. Okie dokie. So, as I mentioned, my name's Rachel Fearnley. I'm the founding director of the Pineapple House here in Bali, where I'm filming this class from. And we're going to be doing a 30-minute yin yoga class. So if you have no experience of yoga, that's totally cool. It's a super restorative class. We're going to particularly aim it towards stress relief. So if you're feeling super stressed, if you're feeling really heady, if you're feeling very ungrounded and unbalanced, then this will be a great class for you. And also if you are struggling to sleep, if you're struggling to fall into sleep, this will be a beautiful way to bring your nervous system down so you can calm and ground and shift into a restful sleep. So you might be watching this on the Lux Nomads live. You might be watching this on the Whole Health Project with Rachel and Lucy. So if you're watching it on the Lux Nomad live right now, you can re-watch it on their IGTV later, or you can head over to our Facebook group, the Whole Health Project, or Whole Health with Rachel and Lucy, where we are offering daily classes, workshops, practices by ourselves and other practitioners, all by donation. So if you do want to donate for this class, you can either donate by going to the link on our Facebook group, or if you go to the bio on the Lux Nomad Instagram, you'll see a link there that you can donate. If you don't have the ability to donate, then this class is a gift from us to you. So let's just get going. So just sitting comfortably and just allow your eyes to soften closed. Just sit up nice and tall, allow your shoulders to soften, the back of your neck to lengthen. Relax your belly. Just sitting however's comfortable. It doesn't have to be sitting as I am. It might be cross-legged. Just sit however you feel good. And just take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale it out through the mouth. Again, deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more time, inhale. Exhale out. Beautiful. Now just take your hands, rub them together until you feel some heat and friction between your hands. And then you're going to place them on your lower back around where your kidneys are. So just place them around there and draw that breath in, draw that warmth in as you inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Do that one more time. Rub your hands together, create heat and friction between your hands, and then take that heat of the hands and place it around the kidneys, lower back area, and draw that warmth in. So it's this area particularly that we're going to be working on today in Chinese medicine, in the 5-element theory. Our kidneys relate to winter, to the water element, and when we're super stressed, when we're really strung out, when we're really anxious, it can really affect our kidneys, which is essentially our life force. So we're going to work on really nourishing the kidneys. so that we can feel more grounded, we can feel more energized and more restful. So the first pose we're going to come into is a version of what we call legs up the wall. So if you have a wall to hand, which I don't, then you can just scoot yourself literally up against a wall and just take your legs and rest them up against the wall. Okay? You want to have your head rested. You can also, if you're able to get up against a wall, you can take one of your pillows, blocks, bolsters, whatever you've got, and place it under your hips. If you don't have a wall, like I don't, then just take again one of your cushions or bolsters, place it under your hips, and just simply raise your legs into the sky. So you'll find, you'll just need to play around, you'll find a nice little balance point somewhere where you won't feel really too much effort from this. If this feels quite tight through the back line of your body, then by all means just bend your knees and have your knees rest in towards the chest. But otherwise have your legs up and just find that nice balance point where your legs and your feet just stack directly on top of your hips. And then take your arms by your side, palms face toward the sky. And then take a nice full deep breath in. And as you exhale, just allow your whole back body to melt into the floor. So we're going to remain here for only 3 or 4 minutes in as still a posture as you can. So just soften the face, soften the top of the head, the back of the head. Allow the neck and the throat to relax a little more. Feel your shoulders softening and melting down to the earth. Releasing any tension or holding through the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the wrists, the hands all the way through to the tips of your fingers. As you take a nice full deep breath in, feel your chest expanding. And as you exhale, allow your chest to relax and release any tension it's been holding on to. Do that now with your belly. As you inhale, allow the belly to rise and expand. And as you exhale, just allow your belly, your lower back, your mid-back to relax and soften towards the earth. Again, take another deep breath in and feel the expansion and that opening, heading right down into your pelvic bowl. And as you exhale, feel your sit bones, your tailbone, just getting a little heavier as they weight down to the earth. And keeping the legs extended up to the sky if they are, or the knees bent. Just feel your legs softening, feel the muscles of your legs just releasing and relaxing. Softening your knees, your calves, the feet, soles of the feet, all the way through to the tips of the toes. And each breath in that you take is just an opportunity for your body to create a little more space, to open a little more. And each exhale is an invitation to release and relax, to soften and to yield, yielding towards the earth, yielding with the force of gravity. Notice where you might be gripping or tensing, maybe through your jaw, maybe that space between your eyebrows. And perhaps your shoulders is where you hold and carry most of your tension. Just bringing awareness. With awareness comes the opportunity to relax, to release, to shift our energy, to let go of tension. then take yourself through 5 slow, deep breaths here. Stay present to every single breath. And then slowly at the end of that last exhale, just releasing your feet down. If you're against the wall, just push yourself off of the wall. If you're not against the wall, just slowly lower your feet down to the floor. If your hips are up on a cushion or a pillow, just lift up your hips enough so that you can release that pillow from beneath you. And then just extending your legs out and come to rest on your back. So in between each of our yin poses, we're going to come into a very neutral position. That's just an opportunity for a few breaths for us to observe what's going on. Just notice how the body feels. Just noticing the tingling, the coolness in the soles of your feet, the lightness through your legs. Noticing the body's acceptance of this invitation to slow down. And take another full deep breath in. And a long breath out. And then slowly, just with your knees bent, roll over to one side and bring yourself up to a seat. So now we're going to come into a really simple butterfly position. So taking the soles of your feet together and just have about maybe 30 centimeters or so, a foot between your groin and the backs of your heels. So if your knees are really high up into the air, you might need to add some additional support under your knees so that you don't get too tense through your groins. But if not, then just taking some pillows, bolsters, cushions, whatever you have, just in front of your body. And we're going to fold forward. So also actually, if you're quite tight through that back line, then you might want to just sit up on the edge of a cushion as well, just to give your hips a little bit of a lift. But otherwise, just take a nice full breath in. And as you exhale, just start to fold yourself forwards. Just softening down. And just make sure that your head is rested. So if your head is not supported, then maybe just grab some extra cushions or pillows, maybe supporting your head with your hands. And just inviting your body to soften and settle into stillness. So taking a nice full deep breath here. And as you exhale, just allow your body to just get a little heavier as it weights down to the earth. I invite you to close your eyes as you practice. So when we close down our eyes, it invites in a deeper sense of introspection, of inward looking. It removes the distractions that so commonly pull us out of the present moment in our day-to-day life. And we're able to focus a little more on what we truly need, how we truly feel. Again, just noticing where you're holding tension through your body. And just asking yourself, what would it be like to just be 1% more relaxed right now? 1% more at ease. 1% more grounded, more calm. What would that feel like? How would that be? as you rest here, just noticing how your breath starts to slow down. And when our body slows down, our breath slows down. And when our breath slows down, we move more into our parasympathetic nervous system, which in turn supports our kidneys, our adrenals, bolstering and creating and restoring our energetic reserves. If you've got your head to one side, just turning the head the other way. If not, just staying where you are. Just really allowing your body to breathe deeply. Allowing your breath to really nourish and nurture your body, your mind. And then take yourself through 3 more slow, deep breaths. And then very gently and slowly, by pushing your hands against the earth or against your props, just bring yourself up to a seat. And just removing your props off to one side. And you can either remain sitting up, maybe extending the legs to straight, taking the arms back, or you can bring yourself to rest on your back again. Just choose whatever shape will allow you to just relax, reflect, and receive the effects of that previous pose. Take another full deep breath in. And long breath out. Beautiful. Bringing yourself back up. And we're going to come into a pose now called deer pose. So taking your cushions, your bolster, whatever you have, to the outside of your right hip. Take your feet on the floor, knees bent, and just lower both knees over to the right. So from here, we're just going to gently twist through the torso. And as you twist, take a nice deep breath in and rise up through your spine. And as you exhale, lower the front of your torso onto the bolster. Okay, so we're not coming onto the side body, we're very much coming on to the front of the body. And then turn your head to face in the direction of your knees. And just allow your body to settle here. So this pose, dear, is one of the most grounding, calming poses that we can put our body in. And so particularly if before bed you feel really wired, like there's too much going on in your mind and you can't settle into sleep, then this is a really beautiful pose to come into, to just gently rinse out the energy of the day and bring your energy down rather than it being so much in your head, bringing it down into your body. And just observing your breath rising and falling. So in the 5-element theory of traditional Chinese medicine, winter and water really represent this idea of slowing down, of turning inwards, of conserving our inner reserves. In the time that we're all in now, we've all just been thrust into a big winter, a time when we're being called to go inwards. And this inward journeying can be a very revealing one. It can be fraught with fear and anxiety and stress. But it's also deeply transformative. It's an opportunity for us to observe our shadow self, to come back to who we truly are, coming back to our core, coming back to our essence. In this time of winter, it's being called for us to rest, to do less, to look after ourselves more. And take 3 more breaths here. At the end of that last breath, with your hands gently pushing against the floor, slowly pull your body up. And just come to sit in a neutral position in center for a couple of breaths. Just notice the difference. Notice the difference in your body and the fluctuations of your mind and in your breath. And take another full round of breath here in center. And then we're going to come to the other side. So just lifting and taking your cushions or your bolster to the outside of your left hip. Take your feet on the floor, knees bent. And then just lower your knees down to the left. Lift your spine, lift and lengthen as you rotate over to the left. And then fold your body down, the front of your torso resting on the bolster. Again, just turning your head to face in the direction of your knees. And once here, take a nice deep breath deep down into your belly. And as you exhale, just committing to stillness, committing to restfulness, committing to ease. So what happens before winter is autumn. And autumn is about shedding, it's about letting go, it's about releasing. And as we're all transitioning into this winter period, we've all had to transition through this process of letting go of plans, ideas, thoughts, letting go of whatever we thought that our future might have looked like. And this can bring up a lot of grief, and all our emotions are here to be felt, to be heard, and to be seen. So it's important that we acknowledge the grief that we're experiencing. The grief of our plans changing. The grief of this uncertainty. If we're able to transition through this period of autumn, acknowledging and recognizing our grief and letting go of whatever it is that we need to release, it enables us to transition into winter with more grace, more ease, less stress, less anxiety. Because we're carrying less, we're burdened with less. So just knowing that each exhale that you take is an opportunity to let go just a little bit of something that you've been holding on to. So if you feel the need, the desire to sigh, to breathe out deeply, just allow that to come. And allow any emotions that arise to arise. Three more breaths. And once again, just gently with your hands pushing against the earth, just roll yourself back up. Coming once again just to sit in a neutral position, just taking the props off to one side. And just pause here. Notice how you feel. Notice the slowing down and the softening of the body. The slowing down and the deepening of the breath. And the calming of the fluctuations of the mind. And then just slowly Bring yourself onto your back. Just take your knees into your chest. And draw your knees in. Just give yourself a little hug. Just come into just a short Savasana. So extend the legs out. Allow your feet to fall out to the side, your arms to rest from your body, palm face toward the sky. Take a full breath in through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Once more, inhale. Exhale through the mouth. And just inviting your body to rest. So now just either staying here if you want to rest for a longer time in Savasana, otherwise just wriggling your fingers and toes, inviting some very gentle movement back in. Stretch your arms all the way behind you, reach through the body. And then tucking the knees back into your chest. Roll to one side. Bring yourself back up into your seat. And just sitting and pausing for the last final moments. Eyes closed. Once again, just paying attention to how you're feeling. Any subtle shifts or changes that have taken place between the start of your practice and now. And then take your hands together in front of your chest, bowing your head down. Namaste. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to this 30-minute yin yoga class for stress relief. My name's Rachel Fearnley. I'm the founding director of the Pineapple House, where I'm recording this from. If you've enjoyed this video and you're watching it on the Lux Nomads live, then this video will be saved on their IGTV later today. And also, if you want more practices like this, then head over to my Facebook group, Whole Health with Rachel and Lucy, where we are offering daily, several times a day, classes, practices, workshops from ourselves, from other practitioners all over the world on a donation basis. So if you do want to donate for this class, if you're watching this on Lux Nomads Instagram, there's a link in their bio. You can donate. If not, then we invite you to this class for free. If you're watching on Whole Health, there's a link beneath this video on Whole Health. So have a beautiful day, guys. Please feel free to leave a comment below. I'd love to know how you found this class. If you want more of the same, if you want something different, let me know. Awesome.